Copyright and intellectual property use in digital media production. This presentation will cover some of the usages of copyrighted and intellectual property materials when producing digital media. The first topic is copyright law. A copyright is a legal protection of an original work. Copyright laws are designed to protect published or created work. An individual can obtain a copyright for their lifetime plus 70 years. The copyright can be renewed posthumously by those who inherit the author's estate. Corporations can also copyright work, but those are done under different rules. Our second topic is intellectual property. Intellectual property is creative, original work. It can include manuscripts, designs, art, videos, music, and computer code. An individual can apply for a copyright for their original work. There are rules in place to allow us to use information and original content. Generally, the work should be used for nonprofit or educational work. Always remember, when using someone else's work, remember to cite it properly. Fair use guidelines are guidelines that should be applied when using another person's work. There are general categories to be considered. The first is the purpose and character of the use. The purpose and character of the use should be for nonprofit. Using another's work for commercial nature is generally not allowed. Preferable use should be transformed or some part of another work. For teaching purposes, multiple copies of some works, such as single poems or math problems, are permitted even if not transformed. However, this is not true for consumable works. The second guideline is the nature of the copyrighted works. The nature of the work determines fair use. This is based on various characteristics. Printed textbooks and nonfiction are generally considered more applicable to fair use than fiction, audiovisuals, or consumable works. The third guideline is the amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. The amount of the copyrighted work used is measured both qualitatively and quantitatively, in both terms of the ratio of the whole used as well as the creative part that is used. It is generally not acceptable to copy an entire work or to use the creative part of a work. For example, one should not copy an entire book and distribute it to a class. The last guideline is the effect of use upon the potential market for or the value of the copyright work. Fair use will not affect the potential market value. This effect is very closely related to the purpose. Occasional quote for research or photocopies made for a class may not affect the sales market, whereas reproduction of software or videos may have a significant negative effect. The author does not get financial compensation for work that are copied or distributed. This is described in the Fair Trade Statute. Copyright-free work is work that is available for personal or nonprofit use. Examples of these are open source code or copyright-free clip art. Copyright law, intellectual property information, and trademark infringement resources can be found at www.cetus.org. The link is provided. Information about open source software that is available for all to use can be found at the GNU homepage. The link is provided. Free clip art can be found at openclipart.org. The link is provided. Summary. Authors and artists have a right to ownership and financial compensation for their work. Copyright laws help protect creators of original work. Fair use guidelines allow us to use original works under certain established conditions. References are provided on this slide.
Created using Powtoon.